All right, Jeremy said it best. It's time for the Friday Night Frenzy. That's Pat Timlin. I'm Amy Zimmer. The rest of the team standing by. Final stretch of the regular season calls for some big-time region matchups, Pat.
You're talking about teams battling for region titles and also some playoff positioning, making that final push to get to the postseason.
We begin in Springfield with an important Region 1 5A meeting between the Effingham County Rebels and Glenn Academy Terrors. No shortage of highlights here. Visitors striking first. On the option, pitch goes to Sean Wallace. In for the touchdown, 7-0 Red Terrors. Back come the Rebels. Tucker Perkins connects with Jameer Doe Davis for the score with the extra point. Game's tied up. But Doe Davis, yeah, he's not done. Late first quarter, he gets the call on the ground. And number 3 has 6 on his mind. With this touchdown, Effingham grabs the lead. Glenn ties things back up in the second quarter, so Rebels rolling right back with the long ball. Check it out. Perkins deep to Travis Hunter, who makes the grab and in for the touchdown. How about this ending now? Glenn Academy in position to kick the game-winning field goal, and they fumble. Effingham County recovers. Happy homecoming in Springfield. Rebels finish on top, 45-43.
What a ball game. Let's go just down the road. South Effingham hosting Statesboro. The man's name is Beckham Gerard, and he's the quarterback. On the play fake, finds Davis Harrison over the middle. He goes 54 yards for the touchdown. Visitors start out on top, 7-0. Mustangs looking for an answer there at the corral. The ball is tipped, and Jaden Cole comes away with an interception. Look at those blockers going, setting it all the way up inside the red zone. A couple plays later, it's Gerard again. This time, he's looking for his man, Keon Childers. Whole host of blockers there as well. That's one of 5 first-half touchdown passes. Statesboro wins 41-7. South Effingham has 2 more shots at getting a win this year. Still over a dozen matchups to get to.
And, of course, the Carolina Clash Game of the Week. Stick around.
You're watching the Friday Night Frenzy on WJCL.
Welcome back to the Friday Night Frenzy. Bullock Academy, one of the top teams in the GIAA.
Yeah, how about the Gators?
Oh,
Still
there it is.
one of the undefeated teams left in the Peach State.
And Bullock Academy looking to keep it that way, hosting the Pinewood Christian Patriots. Pinewood Christian took the trip over to Bullock Academy to take on an undefeated Gators squad with championship aspirations. Gators kickstarting the action with their senior running back Shamar Jenkins. Remember the name. He gets the rock and scurries through the Patriots defense en route to the end zone. Bullock Academy grabs the early lead. And very next possession, it's going to be similar results here. This time, Danye Garvin gets the call and he bulldozes his way in there. Gators lead at 14-0 with 4 minutes left in the first. We move on to the early second quarter. Gators on the hunt once again. Shamar Jenkins having himself a day. It's now a 3-score lead for the home team. Pinewood Christian's trip to the swamp does not have a happy ending. Bullock Academy steamrolling the Patriots 48-7, and Gators remain undefeated on the year.
Let's go to a borough of the Swain variety. Friday night, Savannah Christian up there getting off to a hot start. Kenry Wall on the return, patiently waiting for a hole to open, and then it's just a foot race to the pylon. And it's a touchdown for Wall to start the action. Tigers respond with a score of their own, yet here come the Raiders. Blaze Thomas connects with Weston Hughes on a screen. They can block in the trenches, and they can also block outside. Ball crosses the goal line, and the Raiders easily win 48-12, setting up a matchup of unbeatens. Toombs County and Savannah Christian next Friday at Pooler Stadium.
All right, looking forward to that one. And back in Savannah, a pair of 4A powers going at it. The reigning state champs Perry playing Benedictine.
And the Cadets playing with a young signal caller. I believe Rick Snow has more with that one at Memorial Stadium.
Amy, Pat, the Cadets lost their starting quarterback Stephen Cannon to injury in the loss to Ware County. But last week they rebounded with a win at Wayne County under the leadership of sophomore Omari Burris. Tonight, they can virtually lock up a home playoff game with a win over the powerful Perry Panthers, who are coming off a win over Ware County. It was senior night, and 24 Cadet players were honored before the game. Georgia Southern head coach Clay Helton was in attendance. Perry scored first as DeCorian Daniels goes up the middle for 5 yards, and it was 7-0. The Cadets put on a drive of their own. Bubba Frazier powers down to the 4-yard line, but they had to settle for a 21-yard field goal from Connor Ferguson. It was 10-3 Perry in the second quarter when Ahmad Gordon calls his own number and scores from 5 yards out to make it 17-3. Late in the first half, Amari Burris finds Eron Mallard for a 44-yard touchdown play to cut the lead to 17-10. And Ferguson would add another field goal, this one 22 yards, and it was 17-13 Perry at the half. It was a seesaw second half with Perry pulling out a 31-27 decision over BC. Rick Snow, WJCL 22 News.
All right, thanks so much, Rick. Over in the Low Country, Hilton Head Prep Dolphins kicking off Friday action in the afternoon against Christian Academy at Myrtle Beach. The excitement starts on the opening kickoff. Wyatt Butler fields it, finds his seam, and watch this. No one going to catch him after breaking multiple tackles, takes it straight to the house just like that. Hilton Head Prep grabs an early and very quick 7-0 lead. Second quarter, more Dolphin damage here. Brody Hosher takes the pitch, breaks free, and yeah, he's going to be touchdown bound. Dolphins go ahead and swim away with this one, 56-13 the final, breaking a 3-game losing skid.
I see what you did there, Amy. Let's stay in the Low Country. Hilton Head Christian hosting John Paul II. Eagles starting out strong on their first possession. Quarterback Reed McCullum going deep, and it's Harrison Arnold coming down and fighting his way inside the JP2 15-yard line. A few plays later, McCullum will finish things off as he finds his way into the end zone for the score on the keeper. Hilton Head Christian led 7-0. The Eagles then got something going on their first drive of the second quarter as McCullum finds Sam Strum, and he'll make his way inside the 30-yard line. Hilton Head Christian, they go on to win this one 42-6 over John Paul II.
All right, it is time for our Carolina Clash Game of the Week. Our Dave Williams has the highlights.
Amy Pat, here at May River High School, it's a matchup between two teams having vastly different seasons. For the visiting Buford High Eagles, they've lost 6 of their first 8 games, this after advancing to the second round of the playoffs last season. For the host Sharks of May River, well, they are looking to bounce back after seeing their perfect season come to an end last week. Despite that, though, the Sharks are still in great shape for the playoffs with a showdown against Bluffton on tap next week. And they were back in form in this one, up 28-7 late in the first half. They continue to pour it on. Gage Duncan takes the handoff and explodes up the middle, and no one is even near him. He will matriculate to the payoff pasture, and the Sharks have their bite going, leading 35-7. Gage Duncan would show off his skills on the defensive side of the ball as well. He comes up with the interception and then uses his running back skills as he takes it down inside the Buford 10-yard line. A couple of plays later, it's Andrew Johnson taking it in from the 1-yard line for yet another Shark score, 42-7 at halftime, and they go on to cruise to the 56-14 victory to go to 7-1 on the season. In Bluffton, Dave Williams, WJCL 22 News.
Thanks, Dave. Back here in the hostess city, plenty of homecoming games going on, like the one at Calvary Day against Groves. Scoreless early on in this one. James Mobley hits the man going to Georgia. Thomas Blackshear over the middle. He just jogs over the goal line for a touchdown. Cavs up 7-0, and the youngsters, big fans of a score like that. Next Groves drive ending with the punt, and the Cavaliers in the end zone. Quickly, a 14-0 ball game after the botch snap. Still in the first. Calvary back on offense. Mobley screen pass. Edward Coleman. He going 70 yards to the house. Calvary wins it 42-6. And get this, Amy, that's their 6th straight victory. Now a perfect 7-0 in region play.
Cavaliers just rolling. Meanwhile, homecoming for Windsor Forest at Island Stadium. Knights facing Johnson in a Region 3 AAA clash. Adam Smasher's opening drive. Quarterback Shamari King, first pass of the game here. Finds a wide open Trishawn Robinson in stride, picks up a big first down. However, the drive ends on a missed field goal. All about defense in the first half. Second half, offense gets going. Johnson goes ahead and takes it 21-7 over Windsor Forest.
Over at Saunders Field, the Episcopal School of Jacksonville taking on Country Day. Another homecoming night. How do they all happen the same night? Hornets up 14-0, less than 2 minutes left in the half, getting in the backfield and causing a turnover. And that's Andrew Wynn with the strip Brooks Kleinpeter hopping on top of it. Country Day in a great field position. Very next play, Isaiah Batten feels the pocket collapsing, decides, I'll just get it done myself, and into the end zone. Country Day up 20-0 into the locker room. They win big 33-10, capping off a festive night.
All right, more highlights plus the play of the week still to come on the Friday Night Frenzy after the break. You're watching the Friday Night Frenzy. To Savannah High Stadium we go. Blue Jackets, senior night, McIntosh County playing spoiler, already up 33-0 in the second half. Buccaneers marching down the field. Nehemiah West and Greg Peacock show. West of Peacock falls just outside the end zone, and it's the duo again finishing off the drive with the touchdown. All McIntosh County in this one, 46-6, the final.
Let's head up the coast to Petey, South Carolina, where Bethesda is playing some football. Blazers getting off the bus and striking first. That's Azir Best pushing through the pack for 6. And then later on, it's Best. Well, he'll be back on the goal line and into the end zone for his second touchdown of the day. Yet Petey pulls it out 25-22 over Bethesda.
Bluffton on the road visiting Bishop, England, and it's going to be Bluffton striking first. Aiden McCarthy going to show off with a little screen pass to Carnell Warren, and Warren does some work, picks up the first down here, and that drive would end in a field goal. Ethan Cartmell knocks it through to give the Bobcats a nice lead there, and it would going to be Bluffton winning, falling short in this one, 28-24, the final.
And Amy, you know what time it is? The Friday Night Frenzy play of the week.
Oh, yeah.
A couple of special teams touchdowns tonight, but this one caught our eye. Wyatt Butler fields a tough one and takes it all the way for the score. Dolphins. How about 56-3 win over Christian Academy of Myrtle Beach?
All right, and that's going to do it for this week's Friday Night Frenzy. For Pat Timlin and the rest of the team, I'm Amy Zimmer. Have a great night.